back. It's Laura. Thanks for joining me today. We're out in the greenhouse. I've moved a lot of my cold hardy stuff out here. I'm like really eager to try to get it planted, especially stuff like alyssum and bachelor's buttons. But I just have like so much going on in the garden itself that I haven't even really figured out exactly where everything's gonna go yet. My mom came to visit. That was exciting. We got pansies and violas. So maybe we'll plant those today. I'll show you guys what's going on with all the seedlings and some of the progress that I'm making on my whole rearranging of the garden that I am working on. So let's go. So first things first, we're looking a bit of a mess in the greenhouse, obviously. It's just not organized. I pulled like all of the gnomes and stuff that need to get repainted and switched around. So I've got like a bunch of gnomes going on. We also went to the Mansfield flea market this weekend. It was opening weekend and it was absolutely freezing. But it was just super windy was the problem. So we didn't get to stay very long because my mom was visiting and she's from North Carolina, y'all. So we didn't stay that long, but I did pick up these guys. Look at, I love him. I love him. He looks like Santa. And then there's a girl too. Let me grab her. And they're like little sitters. And I think they're so cute. And this one reminds me of my daughters when they were little. They kind of look like that. Anyway, here's my pansies and violas that we're going to get planted up today. I'm excited to do that. And over here I've got some bachelor's buttons and some snapdragons. Let me turn around here and show you what I've got on the other shelf. All right, up here I have a bunch of alyssum that is like really ready to get planted, except that I haven't hardened it off yet. So I'm going to get that done in the next couple of days because some of them are like, you know, starting to get scraggly. They want out of there. And actually some of them are starting to bloom a little teeny tiny bit. These are bachelor's buttons, more of the same. Last night was a cold night and there's no heat or anything out here. So it did get down to like 31. Actually, I forgot that I left some of these petunias out here, but they did just fine, surprisingly. Now these ones, these are forget-me-nots. They seem to have like burned on the tips. I think it's because I left them out here in the sun for too long one day and they were like wet. They had like fertilizer water on them and I think that's what happened. They got burned, but they seem to be alive still, so that's okay. Anyway, and then these ones back here are scabiosa that didn't take their transplant that well. These ones are doing a lot better. These ones that I kind of split up more individually, they don't love their transplant, but they're alive. I have some more petunias down here and some, this is like a bunch of stuff I got. Verbena in here, lollipop verbena, and this is white verbena, like the white kind, white blooming verbena, the annual type. These are penstemon seedlings that are overseeded. And this is kind of where we're at right now. I told you guys I was taking down the pumpkin tunnel, so I did that. And I put up an arch over there. We'll go over and see that in a second. But right here is where I've kind of decided to put a lot of my pots and things. So this is the area that we're going to plant up with. I just almost tripped. That we're going to plant up with the petunias. I keep saying that. Pansies. I always do that in the beginning of the season. So I've got a bunch of pots over here, and then I did put, I have only one hanging basket right now. I need to get more liners. Except for I do have these little ones. These are the green ones that I got from Michael's. And then these little ones I picked up from Amazon last year. So I'm not sure how many we're going to be able to get filled today, but we'll see what we can do. I don't have much coming up yet because we literally just lost snow. So, but I do have a few things. Obviously, this hellebore is gorgeous. Hello, hellebore. She's beautiful. I don't know the name of this one because I picked it up at the flower and garden show last year. And it just said hellebore, but I love it. It's beautiful. This Jacob's ladder is starting to emerge, and I really like the way they look first thing in the spring. Like a little sea creature coming out. I have another one over here that's different. And I do see right here this little lungwort pulmonaria. Isn't it so cute? I love how the flowers are different, like different colors within. So cute. Now, I told you guys that I was redoing the lines of the garden kind of over here. So because of that, there's a bunch of plants in the ground, in the path. And I'm kind of just letting them come up because I don't know exactly what all is here and what's going to come back and what's not. So I'm kind of just letting it happen. And once they get more big, once they get bigger, then I'll be able to see what I have and kind of split them up and put them in other areas. So that's what's going on there. And then this, I decided, now I hope I don't drive you guys crazy because you know how I am with my cauldron planter. I kind of a little bit obsessed. Last year and the year before, I had it over here and I was using this, and then I thought I upgraded to that huge plastic one from At Home last year, which is like an actual cauldron. But I'll tell you what, after I did that, I really missed this one. And I'm so glad that I kept it because I really love the cauldron planter, and I decided that I kind of just want to make it like the centerpiece of the garden. So I've moved it out here. This is where the raised bed was before. The raised bed is gone. There are 2 large boulders in there. That's why we had built the raised bed to begin with, was to kind of cover those up. But now I'm using those as an underlying structure for this. I've just added some more rocks and some logs, and we filled it up. I just need to get plants and stuff in there. Needs to get a little bit warmer for that part. And then I have a plan for like the outline, what am I trying to say? The layout of the rest of the garden. I have a plan. There is a plan. So here's where I have the other cauldron planter now. I'm just using it as like a regular planter. But I like the way this looks so far. I think I might paint these sticks. First of all, I need to get zip ties because they're not even zip tied on. But I think I might paint them like go away green. You guys know about that? That's what they call the color in Disney World when they paint, like if they have stuff they need to hide, they paint it go away green. So I'm thinking about that. So this will be the pumpkin tunnel this year. I'm excited. And then as you go through it, this is all going to be a huge project this year. to get this all made up into garden since the pool is gone. So we have big plans for this area. It's going to be a lot of work, and it's probably going to take me, I don't know, months, because we're going to put in a wildlife pond over here. And I really want to get a birdcage gazebo, like a wire gazebo to put right in the middle. And then we're going to just get all plants for this. We're going to use, my plan is to, see how I've kind of built this up with leaves? My plan is to use the dirt that we dig out when we make the pond to kind of cover this. And it'll be like a little bit of a, like a raised berm situation. And it'll be all planted up. And it'll be great. Okay, I got some of my pansies and violas planted up. I put the little red ones. I think these might be my favorite ones. These are the cutest. These little red ones in here with one of the big purple ones. I do have a few tulips coming up. There's a couple here, one over here. And then I have some more planted in some pots. So I didn't want to crowd too much. But I've got white one here. Purple. That doesn't. That's just for popping them out of their little container. I did move some creeping Jenny around just because I have like so much of it. I threw some of that in here, but I have some dichondra that I'm growing from seed, so I want to save space for those, and also for my alyssum. I have like a lot of alyssum. So that needs to get trimmed back, but that we'll do in a minute. This, I don't know if it's coming back or not. I'm just gonna give it a little bit of time. Get it? It's a time, so I'm gonna give it a little time. And then I put these white ones over here. And I tried to pick ones that weren't really bloomed yet, you know. So you can't tell right now, but these are purple. And then some more of the red ones. And these look really cute, I think. This one has like a hardy geranium in it. I don't know if that's gonna come back either. We'll see. But this is looking gorgeous. I love it. So that turned out well. I have one more tray that I think I'll put in the front, but I ran out of dirt, so I'll have to do that another time. So that's pretty much what's happening this week, or has been happening for the past couple weeks. We're just gonna keep trucking, keep going. I really just want to get like everything laid out the way I want it in the garden before I even think about where I'm gonna plant everything. I mean, I know I have space for everything. I just need to figure out exactly where they're gonna go, what kind of design I want, whatever. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I will see you all next week for sure. So stay tuned for that, and we'll see you then. Bye.